Namaskar. Myself, Vidya Shriprasad Bavadekar. I am from Pune. I will be discussing a sutra, and my focus point is how to decipher or decode a sutra. As we know, the Ayurvedic texts are in Samhita forms. The Samhita form of text enjoys and expects to be in brief, quote unquote, to be in brief. You know the definition of sutra: Alpaksharam asandigdham saravat vishwatomukham astoham anavadyancha sutram sutra vido vidu. Thus, the sutra form is bound to be Alpakshara. And there is a systematic way of deciphering each sutra that is called Tantra Yukti. Basic Vyakaran is taken granted, and after that Vyakaran you should go ahead for Tantra Yukti. So, every sutra is potentially a lecture. Every sutra is potentially a lecture of say 40 minutes, 50 minutes, maybe a 1 hour, whatever. Here I am not going to teach you Tantra Yukti. Many scholars have already done that, and I think your syllabus also covers Tantra Yukti. So we will respect that scholars and your syllabus, and we will move forward to application of Tantra Yukti. Here we will not handle directly every Tantra Yukti, but we will see a sutra, and accordingly we will decode or decipher it using the Tantra Yuktis. So this is the sutra. Dusparshakena bilvena yavanya nagarena va Dusparshakena bilvena yavanya nagarena va Ekaikenapi sanyukta patha hanti arshasamrujam Ekaikenapi sanyukta patha hanti arshasamrujam. This sutra appears in Charaka Samhita Arshachikitsa. So we start. As a first step, we will write down its literary meaning. And the literary meaning tells us that the patha used either with Dusparshaka, that is Damasa, or Bilva, or Yavani, or Nagar, kills, quote unquote, kills, Hanti, the Ruja of Arsha, pain of Arsha. Patha used with, along with Dusparshaka, Bilva, Yavani, or Nagar, quote unquote, kills the pain Ruja of Arsha. Now here there is a api used in that. So it suggests you can use all of them, that is Dusparshaka, Bilva, Yavani and Nagar, or one of them, or two of them, or three of them. So much formulae we get. That is all four together with Patha, combination of 2, combination of 3, and every 4 of them along with Patha. So this much formulae we have. That is one thing. Now we go ahead. Now if we take this sutra as a standalone sutra, what it means, it suggests that whenever there is a pain of Arsha, you should give these medicines. This is a literary meaning, and it is alright if we go by the stand-alone meaning of that sutra. But Ayurvedic Samhita and every sutra is virtually related to every sutra. Every sutra in every Samhita is virtually related to every sutra, virtually. And thus they form a wave. This is a peculiarity of Ayurvedic Samhita. So we have to go systematically to decode that wave. So the Tantra Yukti used here is called Adhikaran. In our routine language, we call it topic. So the Adhikaran of this sutra is, first is Gada Shakruta. Gada Shakruta, when a well formed or not easily passing fecal matter, it is Gada Shakruta. So this discussion is coming under the Gada Shakruta Adhikaran. Again, the Gada Shakruta Adhikaran comes under the Adhikaran that is called Shushkarsha. Again, this Shushkarsha, if we go back, we have to go back. Shushkarsha is of two types, that is either Vata Pradhan or Kapha Pradhan. Again, we go back and find there are two types of Arsha. One is Jatasya Uttarkalaja and another is Sahaja. You know the difference, so I don't elaborate it. So we can get that. Now, till now we were going in reverse. Now we'll go forward and touch every station. So we get the formulae are to be used. 1 in Jatasya Uttarkalaja, 2 in Shushkarsha, 3 in Gada Shakruta, and 4 whenever there is Ruja, Vedana. Again, I'll tell you. Till now we were going reverse, now we go forward. So we find the concerned sutra is related to Jatasya Uttarkalajarsha, Shushkarsha, Gada Shakrut Avastha in Shushkarsha, and Vedana Ruja in Gada Shakruta Avastha. So as we give the search results, we use oblique. So such, if we put obliques, our first tag is Jatasya Uttarkalaja, oblique Shushka, oblique Gada Shakruta, oblique Ruja. So this much is clear. And this we have deciphered according to Adhikarana Tantra Yukti. And also we have used Atita Veksha Tantra Yukti. That is, we went back Atita. We went back Atita. So that is Atita Veksha. Atita Vekshan, Atita Veksha, whatever. Now, again we go to Nidanasthan. Sutra, Nidana, Vimana, Sharir, then Indriya, then Chikitsa. So till now we did our Atita Veksha till that Adhyaya only. Now we go back to already long back to Nidanasthan in Arsha Nidan. There we find that Vatarsha are Snigdha Ushna Upashaya. Vatarsha are Snigdha Ushna Upashaya. And Kafarsha are ruksha ushna upashaya. So till now we did जातस्य उत्तरकालज, oblique shushka, oblique gad shakrut, oblique vedana, and our formulae were clear. Patha dhamasa, patha nagar, patha bilva, patha yavani, or combination of patha plus dhamasa adi plus nagar, patha plus dhamasa nagar bilva, patha plus dhamasa nagar bilva yavani. Likewise, we have done some 9 formulas. Keep it aside. So now we have many possibilities provided we got this new information. And it was not new information but relatively new. And it was Vatarsha or Snigdoshna Upashaya and Kafarsha or Rukshoshna Upashaya. So now we increase the scope of this sutra and we will now have to customize our formulae according to Snigdha and Ruksha. For that, we will either use different anupan or we will use different kalpana of the same formula. That is, we can use Kwatha, we can use Kalka, we can use Siddhagrutta, we can use Ghanasara, we can use the medicines Bhavita with the same Kwatha, and we have ample scope of preparing our own medicines. So there are n number of possibilities how you can manage the Ruksha Ushna or Snigdha Ushna component, isn't it? We have ample possibilities. You can change Anupan, you can change altogether, change Bahukalpam, Gunam, Sampanam, Yogyam, Aushadam. So you can use Bahukalpam. You can use Kwatha for different patient, you can use Churna for different patient, you may use Fanta for different patient, you may use Siddhagrutta for different patient, whatever. That depends on your Uha Tantra Yukti, optimization and decision making. So it depends on your ability of Uha making till now. Okay, so let me revise again. The formula given here in the sutra, Dusparshakena Bilvena Yavanya Nagarenava Ekaikenabi Sanyukta Pata Anti Arshasamrujam is not a stand-alone sutra. We have to decode it systematically. And we used only some 2 or 3 Tantra Yuktis called Adhikaran and Atita Viksha. And we got that Jatasya Uttaragalaja, oblique Shushkarsha, oblique Gada Shakruta, oblique Ruja, and in another context we have Snigdoshna Upashaya and Rukshoshna Upashaya, and there are n number of drug development based on the same logic. Till now we have used only 2 Tantra Yuktis and 1 more Uha. Still, potentially, we have 1 more Tantra Yukti to use, that is called Atidesha. Atidesha. Atidesha is extrapolation. Extrapolation is using the same logic elsewhere. Not randomly, but using the same logic where the logic implies and not randomly. So we have got 1 more sutra that tells us Arshotisara Grahani Vikaraha Prayena Chanyonya Nidana Bhutaha. Arshotisara Grahani Vikaraha Prayena Chanyonya Nidana Bhutaha. That is, there are many common hetus which cause Arsha, Atisar and Grahani Vikar, they could be each other's hetu. That sutra there is Kashite rogo rogase hetur bhutva prashamyati na prashamyati chapya ne hetu tam kurute piche. That is, Arsha may give rise to Atisar, Atisar may give rise to Grahani, Grahani may give rise to Arsha, and accordingly. So, Arshotisara Grahani Vikaraha Prayana Chanyona Nidana Bhuta. This is a general sutra. If they can become hetu for each other, we have some link to use the same medicine. We can extrapolate, we can make atidesh of this logic, and we can use the same medicines in the Gada Shakrut Avastha of Grahani also. Atisar, we don't have Gada Shakrut Avastha, maybe in Pururupa or whatever. But in Grahani we have Kuchit Baddham, Kuchit Dravam, Muru Baddham, Muru Dravam. So we can use, it's not compulsory to use, we can use. So this extrapolation is called as Atidesha Tantra Yukti. So what we have, I will just revise. We started with the sutra. We did some Atita Viksha and Adhikaran and found out that this sutra is not a standalone sutra, but it is Jatasya Uttarakalaja, then Shushkarsha, which are either Vata Pradhan or Kapha Pradhan, then Gada Shakrut, and then Vedana, and we have formulae Patha plus Yavani, Patha plus Yavani plus Bilva, or whatever, 9 formulas we can write down. We know that Vataja are Snigdoshna Upashay, we know Kaphaja are Rukshashna Upashay. Accordingly, we go for deriving the appropriate kalpana of the same vanaspati. So we can see, if we go by the literary meaning, this was very small sutra. But now we have deciphered it, we have decoded it systematically. We have ample possibilities, and there is something more than a literary information in this sutra. I have came across many so-called Ayurvedic intellectuals. Some of them are not practicing, or they have never practiced. And they often tell that Ayurvedic people should think out of the box, quote unquote. I was always surprised. How can they say, but they deserve concession? Skip them. If you go using the Tantra Yukti and systematically decipher or decode a sutra, I am sure that you will find a treasure in each sutra. And if you get that treasure, or if you know the keys of the treasure, and you have mastered the keys of treasure, you have freedom to go for out of the box. But first step is, please understand what is in the box. So, thank you. Please listen to my other lectures. Many are in Marathi or Hindi, but I think Hindi you can understand. If you have some queries, kindly contact me, and please subscribe to my channel for many more lectures. Thank you.